Tennessee has shown it has the stuff to recruit new businesses. Ford's Blue Oval City near Memphis, Amazon and Oracle in Nashville, Volkswagen in Chattanooga, and those are just a few.
But when it comes to recruiting company headquarters, one Tennessee county is far and away in the lead. I traveled just across the county line as News 2 goes on tour in Williamson County. Williamson County has many reasons to boast. Beautiful scenery, a growing park system, a top-rated public school system, historic communities, beautiful neighborhoods, and it's home to more corporate headquarters than any other Tennessee county. Mars Pet Care, Nissan, Tractor Supply, and many, many more. Why?
It really starts and ends with our public school systems. That's what drives people here, and people is what drives companies here. So companies follow talent. Talent is driven here by our public school system. That is the biggest differentiator for Williamson County.
There are no industrial or warehouse facilities in Williamson County. Matt Largent and his staff at Williamson Inc. recruit only companies and headquarters, and the needs are different.
It's probably less technical in terms of, size of water lines, what kind of connections you have. So there's probably less technical components to it, and there's a bigger quality of life piece of it. Like, what's the airport connectivity for the other offices the company has, transatlantic and domestic? What are the neighborhoods like? Where is executive housing? Where is going to be your middle management housing? That's important. What does preservation look like? How much green space is in your community? So I think there's a quality of life and place component when it comes to recruiting corporate headquarters specifically.
A company can find the true nature of the area by speaking with a company that has already been recruited and decided to locate in Williamson County. Williamson Inc. sets that up.
We'll have a Mars Pet Care or Nissan or Tractor Supply Company sit down with the executives and talk about their experiences hiring in the market, and we'll leave the room. Because we know a candid, honest conversation is going to be most beneficial to that company. So we don't ask what was said. We want to put them in front of someone who has that experience hiring here.
A huge business attraction. Tennessee has no income tax. So why Williamson County instead of, say, Knox or Davidson or Shelby County?
The better aspects are public school systems. I mean, that's it. You had leadership in the 80s decide we're going to put all our emphasis, we're going to put all our resources on our schools and build on top of that. And it's worked really, really well. The county spends 70% of their budget on the schools for this very reason, because we know that's the distinctive part of this community. That is the non-tangible asset that makes all the difference in corporate relocation.
Across the county line, Davidson and Nashville are booming with tourism, sports, new neighborhoods, an expanded airport, all viewed as assets for Williamson County.
It's everything. Nashville's our brand. Nashville is part of Williamson County's brand without question. And we understand we rise and fall as a region. And one of the other distinctive features of economic development for us is how well we work with our neighbors to the south, north, east, and west. That matters everything, because a company doesn't see political or geographic boundaries. They want to know there's one team when it comes to relocation. And look, if a company chooses downtown Nashville, that's better for our residents than going to Charlotte, Atlanta, or Chicago.
There are challenges: better workforce development, high housing costs, and a lack of regional transportation. So what does the next decade look like for recruiting to Williamson County?
I think it looks really good. I don't see why this would not continue to be a great place for businesses to invest and for families to invest here.